All right, Dorka, how does it feel to get that win?
I mean, it feels amazing. I think, this was probably one of the best feeling when, we won. And because it was hard fought and, just the half we had, and, they were obviously coming out very strong. But, just that halftime, talking about it and just coming out strong. I mean, it felt great. This crowd was amazing. Like, shout out to the students and all the fans because it definitely made it special for me and Lou, our last Gampel game. I mean, it was amazing, but it was a hard-fought game, and it's probably, the best win so far.
What was that messaging like at halftime? Was it more so from coach or from you as the players?
I think it was definitely more from us, just, executing more in the defensive plan, or when we switching hard, not getting caught up two people going at the ball, stuff like that. And obviously we got a lot of threes that we had to stop. I think just adjusting to that and obviously rebounding the ball better. I think that's something that we obviously focused on. But coach told us that the same thing, so we knew what we had to switch and change, and that starts with communication. And I think in the second half we came out much better, communicating, talking, switching hard, and helps being there whenever somebody rolls. So I mean, it was tremendous, and just having amazing moments and minutes from Aubrey, obviously, it was just a whole game changer, I think.
Aaliyah gets her fourth foul in the third quarter. What was it like having to play in that game without her, being that it was so physical and being able to keep up the pace of play in the post?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a little challenging, just usually that rotation sub, just getting 1 minute for me, a little breather to be able to, just go out and keep that intensity up. It was definitely challenging for me just, being out there for a longer stretch, obviously, after playing just a game. But I think, I just kind of had that motivation and that, adrenaline that took me over. And, I mean, I had amazing teammates with me that knocking down shots, I think, especially, Aubrey coming in and just doing amazing defensive stops. And that's when we, got the lead, and it was amazing. And I mean, obviously, it was a little struggling the first whenever Aaliyah was out, just, kind of finding our mismatches and, boxing out. They got a couple offensive rebounds, but I mean, we were fighting, and that's just something that this team is going to do all the time.
You talked about it being you and Lou's last games here at Gampel. Can you just sum up what it's been like being able to play here in the Pavilion and your time at UConn?
Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing. I remember, coming here my freshman year playing, and it was just a whole different feeling. It was so scary. Obviously, playing in Gampel, just seeing all the banners, and coming here playing my first game, it was just, it instantly felt like home. And the fans made it home for sure. Just their support that I felt in 2 years, even last year, just in 1 year, I felt like they accepted me. Just it was very special, and they made it special. And I'm gonna miss it. It's definitely a great feeling that we finished our career in Gampel with that win. I mean, it was very special.
All right, congrats on the win, Dorka. Thank you.
Thank you.